So what I'm going to do right now is go over the top 3 areas that I would treat when it comes to low back issues. First area I would treat are the gluteals, which are these muscles right in through here. Second muscle that I would attack is the TFL, which is a muscle on the side front part of the hip. The last area I would treat are the hip flexors, which is the area right in through here. Now let's break it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position myself directly on the dock and roll, sitting down on top of it. So I want to go from about the crest right in through here, all the way down to the gluteal fold, which is down in through here. So I'll start again at the pelvic crest. I'll start right there, and then I'll add some pressure by leaning into it, and then I'll move my body all the way up until I'm sitting directly on top of it, up to about that folded area where my butt meets the thigh. And then from there I can drop it back down, going in reverse order, all the way up towards the pelvis, and then bringing it back up towards to where that crease is again. Now you can lean a little bit more on the side to get different muscle fibers of that same muscle group, and then going all the way back up, or you can lean in a little bit more, getting more towards the center of the glutes, all the way towards the pelvic crest, bringing it all the way down to the fold, the gluteal fold, right in through there. So this pelvic crest right here, this hard bone, if this is the bone like that, if you can kind of, I'll turn it this way, so if you can sneak on the inner part right in through here, and a little bit more right where the stomach is right here, that's the area that you want to get to. So again, if this was a crest, and I went like this, and I took this part out and showed it and exposed it to you, you want to get on the inner part of that crest, and also the abdominal or the tissue right around that structure. So I'm going to use a dock and roll again, because it gets into that area just perfectly. Dock and roll is just like this, how it's contoured. Notice right in through here will fit snugly into the area that I want to work on. So I'm going to stay a little bit more on the side part of the dock. So it's going to look like I'm working on my abdominals and loosening it up, because I will get some of that tissue as well. So I'm going to go into this lunge position, the area that I want to treat. So I'm treating my left, the right side leg will be lunging forward. So I'm going to place it right on top of that area that I want to work on. I'll take a breath so I can sink into it a little bit further. Inhale, exhale, and I'm sinking in. Once I sink in a little bit more by taking a breath in and out, I can actually push my crest, the inner part of my crest, against the dock and roll a little bit more so I can get it just a tad bit better, holding that position. Inhale, exhale, and sinking down further. So if you take your hand, place it in your pocket, just a little bit above the pocket, right where the thumb is, to right where the crest is, or that hard bone right in through here on the side of your hip, that's the treatment area. So put your hand in your pocket, from there to about here. That's roughly where you want to be. So I'm going to place it right on the dock and roll. Again, you can use a foam roll and lie down on the floor with it, or you can use rock balls if you desire, or lacrosse balls, something like that. I'll place it directly on that target tissue, and then I'll go all the way down, just like that. Again, to the crest, the hard plate, going back down towards the pocket, back up, just going back and forth. Now I can tack it down. Notice my foot. I can actually turn my foot in or turn my foot out. That pivoting type motion actually takes that muscle and stretches it out a little bit and shortens it. So I'm going in and I'm going out through the range of motion. So when you actually go inward, where your heel sticks out in front of you, that's actually causing the muscle to stretch out. When I'm turning it inward, that actually shortens the muscle. So those are the top 3 areas I would treat when it comes to low back issues. Again, it's the TFL, the glutes, and also the hip flexors. Thanks a lot for joining me.